In this upcoming campaign, you will hear from a number of congregants as they tell their stories of how their lives have been transformed by this church. This is the work we do at UUCK. I hope that you believe in this staff and in this church as much as we on the board do. We are at a point where we can go two ways: invest and grow into our future, be here, rock solid as we've been since 1868. Or we can tighten our financial belts and risk stagnation. The time is now. The stakes are high. Our church needs a full-time ministry. We have found the minister that we need. I see new people in the pews every week. Through an incredible stroke of luck, we have who I believe is one of the finest ministers in our denomination. Not only that, but someone who fills almost every need perfectly. If you ask Reverend Christina, she will tell you that working a 1/4 time job in a small church that needs a half-time minister, that would be Oberlin, where she spends 1/4 of her time, on top of a 3/4 time job in a vibrant church that needs a full-time minister, is not an ideal way to meet her financial security or the needs of either of the churches. It takes a toll to engage mentally in one job, stop, flip to another mind space, making drives back and forth to Oberlin, engaging there, and then having to stop and reorient back to our church. We, the generosity team, or the stewardship committee, or one of those which we haven't decided upon yet, will be asking you for money to fund this endeavor. Give what makes you feel good during our pledge drive. Having Christina here full-time and supporting staff who have fallen far below recommended UUA guidelines for pay rate will make me feel good and will help our church grow and strengthen our presence and our message during a time when this world needs it. We need to ensure that we can maintain this gem of a minister, to partner with her in a ministry and pay a salary that allows her to thrive, not just survive. This is what the board has endorsed. This is why we on the stewardship team are working hard. Others in this congregation want it also. One of our congregants has pledged a one-time gift of $25,000 to help get a fund started to ensure that we can fund this move and offer better pay to our beloved staff. Renee and I are adding another $10,000. A brief conversation with another person has yielded an additional $5,000. These gifts, investing in our future by investing in our ministry staffing, have helped shape what the board has named the 1868 Fund. That was the year that this church building was built. We decided on that name to help remind us that our forebears had a vision for this church, and they backed it financially in a time of great national uncertainty. This fund does not take place of a regular pledge, but augments our budgeting process. Did you gain a one-time financial windfall recently? Need to save some taxes on your IRA minimum distribution? Maybe you have some stocks you wanted to donate to avoid extra taxes. This is the fund that can make the most difference. I believe in this church, this congregation, this minister, this staff. I would not have volunteered to be a part of a stewardship campaign if I didn't. The thought of me standing here now, talking to you about money would have been absurd a year ago. I didn't plan to exhaust Renee's selection of fundraising and church giving books as a part of my retirement from work. But I can see that we have the people in place, the staff in place, the visitors returning, becoming engaged. We on the board and on the generosity team are putting our shoulders to the wheel. Let's make it happen.